Maulana Muhammad Yaqub Sahib Rahmatullah Alayh was the Ustad of Hazrat Maulana Shah Thanvi Rahmatullah Alayh. Very great personality and had the very great ability to explain difficult things very, very easily, very simply. So once one student asked him that they asked him that there is this emphasis on speaking less, that a person should not speak much. But I see you are speaking very often. That was Hazrat Ma's situation, that he would all the time be trying to explain something, teach something. So now this is what he was involved in, this kind of talking, obviously. But now this person is saying that you speak a lot, and the emphasis of the mashayikh is that a person should speak less. So now basically what the crux of it is that you're not following this. But it was not meant to be an objection, it was meant to be a question that now how do we reconcile this teaching with what we see in you. So he explained that what is actually required is not to speak anything out of line, not to speak anything that is incorrect, not to speak anything that is futile. But speaking becomes a habit, and when a person is in the habit of speaking things that are not in order, speaking things that are out of line, so now the emphasis is on speaking less. The purpose is to bring it onto moderation. And the example then he gave is that, for example, if there's a piece of paper which has been folded, it was folded, somebody had doubled it up, and they pressed it together. Now if you try to open it out, it will fall back where it is, because it's folded half. It was folded half, so that line that is coming between, now you try to straighten it, it just falls back where it was. And in order to bring it back straight, you have to bend it over and put that extra pressure on that spine that got created, bend it over. Now you straighten it, it will come right. So he, by means of this example, says that the speaking is one aspect. Like that, anything that has become a negative habit in a person, till that negative habit is not bent over backwards, till that nafs is not put under significant pressure for a reasonable amount of time, until then it doesn't straighten out. But now the person has suppressed that desire of speaking. Now this is a desire. Yesterday we were talking about the person becoming the slave of his desires. So this becomes a desire as well, and a person now becomes a slave of it. Anywhere and everywhere he must be saying something. Somebody said something, he must also have something to say. Somebody mentioned what they did, he must also have something to say what he did. Somebody said where they went, he cannot get left out, he must also say where he went. And then if there's nothing to speak about too, he must find something to speak about. So now in that process, when this becomes a desire of the person to all the time be talking, now he'll talk anything and everything. He'll talk what is in order, he'll talk what is not in order. Then he will, just to keep things going, he will now start fabricating things to just make people laugh sometimes. Sometimes he will exaggerate things. Sometimes he'll start becoming then crossing the lines of decency. All this results from this habit of just speaking and without any care, without any concern. Now till this is not suppressed and till this is not bent over backwards, it doesn't straighten out. So similarly, all the negative habits, under the supervision of somebody, it needs to be bent over backwards, put under pressure. And when the nafs is put under pressure for some time, and in the correct guidance and supervision, after some time it straightens out. Now the lesson in all this is that one is that without that mujahada, without that pressure on the nafs, nothing comes right. It all just carries on in that same cycle. And the second thing is that generally, if this is done without supervision, that too very seldom really becomes effective in the way it's meant to be. It is under the supervision, under the guidance of someone, that then the full benefit of this can be achieved.
अल्लाह अल्लाह कैसा प्यारा नाम है आशिकों का मीना और जाम है,